Hey guys, it's Don with Bearded Barbecue and Adventures. Tonight we're going to be doing some pork tenderloins on the Kamado Joe. Very easy, simple recipe, and it's quick. Follow along. Let's go. All right, guys. I've got the pork tenderloins out, as you can see. We're going to go ahead and season them up. Today I'm using a War Pig ham grenade. That's pretty good stuff. I don't know if you can see it right there, but it's really good stuff. I've used it in the past on. It works really well on ribs, but I find that works really good on tenderloin as well. So we're going to season up both of these sides here pretty liberally, and then we'll inject it with some Tony's injectable butter. Let's go ahead and flip them over so we get everything. On pork tenderloins, it's very rare that there's any type of excess fat on these fat caps or anything like that, so I never really have to trim the tenderloins. All that stuff's going to render down without any type of a problem. Get the seasoning on there good. And then I've got 2 syringes prepared so I can do a little bit of injection here. I had prepared 2 syringes, but to be honest with you, it may only take 1. You don't have to inject a whole lot. You just want it enough to keep that meat from drying out. I'll go through a couple probably. That one's done. We'll finish off with this one here. If you hear the pitter patter of little feet, that's my dog Bailey. She loves to walk around the kitchen and make as much noise as possible when we're trying to film. Maybe one day we'll show her on camera. But there we go. I think that's going to be good enough. We'll let this sit here. We'll let all the seasoning and everything penetrate into the meat really well. And while it's doing that, we'll get the Kamado Joe going and get it heated up. And then we'll meet you guys out there. All right, guys, we're out here at the Kamado Joe, as you can see. I've got plenty of lump charcoal in here. What I like to do is use one of these tumbleweeds. It's like a paraffin wax. There's no chemical aftertaste or anything like that. Sometimes you use lighter fluid and your meat just tastes like lighter fluid, so I don't like to do that. We're going to go ahead and get started getting this lit up, and it shouldn't take that long for the Kamado Joe to get heated up. And when it does, we'll come out here. I'm actually going to use the deflector plates for this cook. Those are small cuts of meat, and so they'll cook nicely. I want to target temps around 300 degrees, and we'll cook with those deflector plates on, and they'll just get good and tender. So we'll let this heat up, and then we'll come back when we're ready to put it on. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, we got the pork lines been sitting out. The seasoning has penetrated these very well, and so now we're going to place them on the Kamado Joe here. Oh, gotta love that little sizzle sound, right? We're going to let these cook. I know pork gets done at an internal temperature of around 145 or something like that, but we're going to bring these up to 165. That's been the best result that's been proven for me so far. So that's what we're going to do. Don't know how long it's going to take, but we'll come back to you when they're ready. Well, got those pork tenderloins on the Kamado Joe. That'll probably take about 45 minutes or so. I'll update the time at the end of the video, let you know how long it took. But as we're sitting waiting, just enjoying another beautiful day here in Texas, and I'm drinking a spiced imperial stout that my buddy left here for me. It's called Clown Shoes. Now, the one thing about this stout, it's a 9% ABV. So, yeah, probably half of one or one is about all I can take with the alcohol by volume content that high. But anyway, there's still nothing better than throwing some meat on the grill, cooking for your family, enjoying the nice weather, enjoying an evening night on the patio, and just relaxing. So we'll get back with you whenever we're going to pull that tenderloin off the Kamado Joe. Cheers. That's really good. All right, guys, it's been about 50 minutes to an hour. And so, like I said before, we're looking for a target temp of around 165 in here. So let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, we're good. Yep. We're sitting up there in the 170s, which is perfectly fine. When I put the probe in there, it is like the consistency of peanut butter. These things are ready to come up. So let's go ahead and get our tray, get these things off the grill, and let them rest.
Action.
All right, so now the goal is we're just going to get these inside. Oh man, they smell amazing. They taste as good as they smell. We get these inside, let them rest while my wife is finishing up with the sides. We're going to have some mixed greens and some baked potatoes to go with this. We'll let them rest for a little bit, and then we'll get back with you guys, and then we'll slice into them and see how they taste. All right, guys, we're going to slice into it here. Cutting board is sliding around all over the... I'm not sure why it's doing that tonight. All right, there we go. There you have it. Pork tenderloins. And of course, you know, before we plate it up, we'll get a video of it plating up here in a second, but we need to go ahead and probably try a little bite of this just to make sure that it's something good. So let's see. No teeth required. Really good. You guys have no idea how good those pork tenderloins were. My taste buds still tingling. My tongue was dancing around my mouth. Ooh, it was so good. So I really hope you guys liked the video today. Please like the video, comment on the video, tell me all the good things that you're doing, and then last but not least, subscribe to that channel. And don't forget, I'll see you behind the grill or behind the wheel. Have a good night, y'all.